Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Silvia, and the reason why I'm talking this low is because even if I'm Italian, it's because baby girl is asleep and I'm just in the garden at my parents' house in Italy enjoying the sun after a morning with my clients. So I just want to come by and say happy Easter break to everyone. And also I would like to speak to you 1 second about why a lot of people don't actually succeed on Amazon and also off Amazon in terms of any other type of business. Okay, I think that 99% of people focus on the 80% that only give them 20% of results, and so many get stuck into Facebook groups and Amazon seller forum, anyone, like they try to attract to them people with the same problem, with this where the same level of where they are right now, and moan and complain. Now, don't get me wrong, selling on Amazon, if you don't have a team doing part of it for you, can be very, very frustrating. There are parts of it where it's like, I call it Amazon seller and support, with the bots and everything like that. So what I want to pass to you is that while all these people waste their precious energy mourning, complaining, and focusing on the things that really do not matter, for example, wasting hours and days on negative seller feedback, wasting days and energy and headaches and stomachache on customer wanting a return, and maybe they shouldn't have got it, like whatever the problem was, right? Like, that you are right and they are scammers and whatever. So now let me tell you how I see this, and don't get me wrong, it took me a very long time for me to get to this point. There is, like, and we're talking business statistics, okay? Only about the 15% will survive at the end of year one in business, and that's not just for Amazon and Amazon sellers. We are talking every single business that starts the same year as yourself. Only 15% will probably survive year one. Now, let's not speak about who is gonna actually stand after 3 years in business and 5 years in business, okay? So now, instead of wasting all your precious time and vital energy focusing on things that really do not matter, that really you don't have control on, that really you can maybe change per se, while wasting all of that, maybe you should focusing on getting worried and taking action toward on how can I make sure at the end of year one I am in that 15% that is still standing. Now, isn't it this a more empowering question than staying where you are, moaning, complaining, and trying to, like, when you moan and complain on Instagram, when you moan and complain, and I've been there, I've been guilty of it. Yes, I'm not saying that I'm immune or anything, but the truth is, when you waste your precious energy and time moaning and complaining on Instagram, on Facebook, everything you try to do is to attract people that tells you, oh, poor thing, you are right, this is so unfair, this shouldn't happen to you, hold on, this has happened to me as well, they resonate with you, actually I got worse. So it starts to be. And guess what? Over 8 years ago, I arrived in the UK as an immigrant. And if there is one thing that I decided when I put my foot into the country was, I want to live with other Italians. Now, I'm not saying all Italians are the same, but one thing that I've noticed is that Italians would only kind of surround themselves abroad with Italians, and then they start like the weather is terrible, and the food is terrible, and this is terrible, and British this, and British that, and the house is like this, and the government is like, and they would just keep themselves to a level that is not serving them. Guess where these people are? Back home, right? So I was like, you know what? Like, I choose to leave my family, to leave my friends, to leave my country, to build something. I see a future, I see an opportunity. I'm not going to surround myself with that level of energy because it's not going to serve me. Why do all of this? Is that if after whatever you do is surround yourself with a very low level of energy that is just gonna remind you, sorry guys, I have a huge spider. Me. I mean, I know that for Australian it's nothing, but yeah. Ah. Oh. Oops. In Italy we say ragno porta guadagno. Spiders brings money. So it's good. Okay, little one, you can go now. Sorry guys. Is alive for all my beta friends. Okay. So the thing is that why surrounding yourself with that kind of people, that kind of energy, and I'm not saying that people is bad people, but it's a low level of energy for you. So if you surround yourself with people who just don't believe in building businesses, or who just complains, or just want to, they've been always on benefit, they will always want to be on benefit, guess which kind of energy will bring into your life when you want to actually get off that? They will be like, why should you even bother? You should stay where you are, do this instead, just stay at home, and maybe get some work and money under the table, just stay where you are. Why should you want to go out and work if you can stay at home, do nothing, and receive I don't know, £1,000 a month? Like, which kind of good could this level of thinking would make to you and your life? Now, the goal here is, if the government gives you £1,000 to do absolutely nothing, it's not for you to go out there and do 1,300. The question is, how can I get to 5K months? How can I get to 3K months? How can I get to 4K months? So you can actually do what you want to do, and you don't depend on anyone. And so this is why it's important. I'm not telling you, just drop your mom because she has that mindset and attitude, but then you need to go out there and find the people that you want to surround yourself with, the people that can push you, the people that won't put up with your lies, your excuses, and I always tell my clients, like, if there is one thing that can really sabotage your journey with Become Hero, is you making excuses. Successful people do not make excuses. If you are fat, and then I know health coaches that get literally killed online because they say, if you are fat. Now, like, I'm overweight. I am overweight. I will call myself, like, if I'm overweight, I'm fat. Like, you can't build systems and beliefs to keep you in the same level of thinking. Should you go out there and bullying people? Absolutely no. But I can't be like, oh, Sylvia, but I'm big bones, like Tony Robbins will say. No, I ate like a pig. I didn't take care of myself. I didn't look after myself. And that's about it. I ate. I love eating. I haven't moved properly, I tried, and then I wasn't very focused on my health. I've been focusing a lot on my businesses, my clients, my baby, my husband, and I put everything up in front of myself. So what successful people do, they take on responsibility. You can't make changes in your life if you're not absolutely straight up with yourself. And look, there is absolutely nothing wrong in being overweight, but you can't lie to yourself. You know, if you're happy there and you want to stay there and you think it's a healthy place for you to be and you love eating and you're not going to give up on the taco, just stay there. But do not lie to yourself, because the only thing you do is kicking in the bee your self-esteem. You're going to only just keeping in the bee your self-esteem. And the way you lie to yourself in one field is the same thing in all the other fields. Someone told me once on the internet, it was like, oh, I wish I had your level of self-esteem. You know what? Like, self-esteem is built keeping promises you made to yourself. And one of the reasons why I've decided to go to a nutritionist is because if I keep telling myself, you know, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna be in the best shape of my life, and I'm gonna feel the energy again, and I'm gonna fit in that, and you don't keep the promise to yourself, what it does is that it affects your self-esteem. It affects the way you speak to yourself, your inner voice. And guess what? It's not just about health. Then it affects the way you speak to yourself for business and interpersonal relationships. It's so important that you focus on what really matters. Just focus on what matters. Just focus on how can I get there faster. And I didn't choose to go into a crazy freaking diet just to get there faster. This is about health. This is about having a lifestyle. This is about finding what is right for me, my body, my age, my weight, my height, my crazy life. And you know, it's about that. So surround yourself with people who are there, who will push you, who are already where you want to be, not with people who's just gonna say, you know what, you should really have that taco instead, you haven't lost any weight. Like, you can't surround yourself if you want to make a change. Yeah, and I'm talking weight just because I'm going through this stage at the moment, but it's such a touchy topic for so many of us, that I think it makes a perfect example. Okay, and surround yourself with people who are where you want to be, and get the shortcuts and get the best tips and get the experience. Don't go in Facebook groups, don't go in sellers forums and complain and look for someone who tells you, yeah, you're right, this is so difficult, I'm just gonna give up or whatever. Don't do that. Don't do it to yourself. I think life is way too short. We never know when it's gonna be our moment, guys. When do you want to try? When do you want to believe in yourself? When do you want, like, the type of journey I had in the past year, literally the past 12 months, it's insane every time, and I will never finish saying it because it's the absolute truth. Every time I wanted to bring my life, my career, my business, my income streams to the next level, I always would pick a business coach. Always. Never ever in my whole life I went to the next level by myself. Never happened. And when I did, it was so time consuming, so frustrating, so draining, that sometimes I ask myself, was that worth it? Yeah, I mean, I'm here, I did it. But if I would have gave myself the opportunity to have a coach on my side, holding my hand for 6 months, like with the Ecom Hero Academy, it would have made the whole difference in the world. And again, guys, I never work with everyone. Like, you will never get a secure place in the academy. I only work with people I really want to work with, people who are committed to make a change, to have a real impact in their life, in their family's life. And you don't have to have a business experience, you don't have to have huge incomes, it's nothing like that. But you need to have the attitude, you need to want to make a change, you need to be coachable, and you need to have, to be a very kind person. If I can say one thing, I think my clients are the type of people I will hang out with for a coffee, and I will organize the meetups very soon. And that's it. It's people I really like, enjoying coaching, and I will go out for a coffee. It's not like you won't be able to push a button and buy my program. It's not how it works, not for now, not for the next year or so. So just positive vibes, and wanted to have an impact, real impact. And if anybody, and I want to cry so badly about this, if anybody would have ever told me 12 months ago how my life would have been different, I would have never ever believed it. So my message, I guess, to you is believe in yourself, believe this can happen for you. Don't chase sparkling objects, just chase what makes you feel fulfilled and happy. Surround yourself with people who are already where you want to be. Stop making excuses and stop trying to get there all by yourself, thinking that this will save you money, because sometimes when you save money you don't make money. So yeah, just a little bit of beautiful sun and sky, Italian sky for you, and have a wonderful holiday, and I see you next week.